guys, Mugs Mugure here. Welcome to my channel. It's another week. This is Know Your Ride, the show where we teach you ladies out there who don't know about your cars, everything to do with your car. Now we're here at Car Plus Auto Garage in Castle Gardens, in Garden Estate, sorry, right next to Castle Gardens. And as usual, I'm meeting Kush, and today we're going to talk about service. Like, what does it involve when you take your car for service? And we're not going to use my small car anymore. Today we're using a different car. So let's come along and let's see how it goes.
How are you? Hi guys, how you doing? It's another beautiful day with another beautiful lady here called Mugs. Kushia, Kuria Karaoke. And today we're going to do service. Normal service whereby we're going to change the oil. We're going to change the oil filter and the air cleaner. And we're going to change the spark plugs for this car. Then we're going to check the brake pads. If they're good, if they're not, we're going to change. Today, if you notice, we've used a different car. It's a bigger type of car.
Yes, I told them we're not using my Kadudu anymore. Today we're using a bigger car.
We're using a Lexus, and it's a bigger engine. It's a 2000 cc.
So inakunywa mafuta?
Inakunywa mafuta. The car itself inatumia 6 spark plugs. It's a straight engine, which is a sports. It's kind of like a sports car, and it's heavy. And we're going to start. We start by lifting the car up. Kwa tuingiangi chini ya magari, atusimamishi gari chini ya mawe.
Unaona Car Plus venye wako mbele. Car Plus wako mbele.
Atusimamishi juu ya mawe.
Yeah.
So what we do, we go up.
So basically, let's make it clear for guys out there. Service, when you take your car for service, it involves changing the oil.
The oil.
Brake pads.
Yes.
Spark plugs.
Yes.
Nimejaribu lakini
spark
makabo.
plugs, we change the oil filter and the air cleaner.
Yeah.
And the air cleaner. You can call it an air filter too.
Okay.
So, or the fuel filter.
So what are we starting with today?
Today we're going to start with the oil change. We're going to start with the oil change. We're going to start by draining the oil. There's something we call the cork. This is called the cork. The cork is in the sump. So when you drain, we open this one. And now you will see oil coming out. Go!
Just like that.
Now you see, the darker the oil, it means the darker
means,
the dirtier the oil it is.
Yeah.
It's very dirty actually.
It's very dirty.
Yeah, it's now that is what we call draining as it drains. After removing the cork, now we go after the oil filter. We place this one here. We have something called the filter wrench that we use to open. Kitambo tulikuwa tunatumia kamba. Hiki tunafungwa na kamba, mtu mmoja anashika pande nyingine, mwingine pande nyingine inavurutwa. But siku hizi at least mzungu alitusaidia kidogo. So as we use this one, we're going to open and remove. Now this is what we call the oil filter. We remove the one that is used up and then we're going to put a new one. This is what I was telling you about. Now this one helps to clean the oil that is going to the engine, because you find out that sangine unaweza pata kuna uchafu, is dirt down here and particles. So this one, make sure the engine, the oil that is going up to the engine is clean oil.
So this one has run its course.
This is run its course. Now this is waste. Tutauzia watu wa scrap. Yeah. So after that, now we're going to remove the air cleaner up there. And you're going to pour oil, then we're going to tighten this one. And then after that, now we're going to change the plugs. And we're going to do to check all the brake pads. If they're okay, if they're not, we're going to change it. So this is a new oil filter. We're going to remove and open it up. So
That's how a new one looks like.
Yeah, it's a new one. It's clean. You see, the other one was a bit dirty.
Yeah.
This one is very clean. It's like giving you a new life.
So after how long should you change the oil filter? Is it the same thing as you told me, depending on how often you do your service? If it's after 5,000 miles, 10,000?
So it depends. If we're going to do, like this one, you're going to do 7,000 kilometers. So after 7,000 kilometers, it needs to change.
So what exactly is this machine? What is it called?
This is an oil drainer we use so that we can collect the oil safely. We don't want spillage around the garage. And then now it stores it for a while, and then we can find where to dispose them. Because after this, we're going to drain it itself. We're going to find somewhere where we're going to drain the oil.
Do you necessarily have to have this, or can you just use a compromise and use a bowl?
Status standards.
Yeah, status standards. Hapa ka plus. They do not use mikebe.
Status plus standards allows us to use this because it's state-of-the-art kind of technology. Because now, you see now somebody doesn't have to hold a bowl here.
Yeah.
You see, you can just adjust the height to where the oil is coming from, and then that's it. So when it's full, it's going to come up, it's going to know, so it's going to show you from here, and it's full or here. So you're going to drain it at once.
So we've drained the oil, the old oil, the one that was chapa. So now, what's the next step?
We've changed the oil filter.
Yeah, change the oil filter.
And then now we're going to we've put back everything where it was.
Yeah.
We've tightened the corkscrew. It has to be very tight at the sump. Again, the oil filter has to be very tight. After that, now we come back here. And now I'll show you the difference between the oil that came out and the oil that we're going to put back.
Do different brands matter?
We have different oils from different companies, but us, we choose Enos because it's one of the best oils that we use. It has proven with time that it's one of the best oils that we can use in the market for our cars and for different cars and what we have. So I want you to see the difference between the oil that came out and the oil that we're going to put back in.
I actually assume that oil is black, normally black or,
oil is not black.
Or dark brown or something.
Most people know oil
It's actually clear. So how do you know when it's full? I'm on a mwaga tu until uione.
Now this car uses 7.5 liters.
Wow. What?
Oil.
So this is how many liters is what you've just
4
put?
liters.
So it needs another 3.
It needs another 3.5. As you can see now, have you seen the difference between the oil?
I've seen it's a huge difference. Wow.
The oil that is gone in and the oil that has come out is very, very different. This one is very clean. And please, my friends, use Enos.
Enos is the way to go.
The way to go is the best.
So mafuta ifai kwa black.
Ifai kwa black. Oil si black.
Mimi nilijua oil ni black. Jua hata ukicheck na what does that thing you call this?
The dipstick.
Dipstick.
Yeah.
It looks black.
Yeah. So we're going to put back the oil cap, and then now we're going to start the car. Now we're going to change the air cleaner. I'm going to show you.
So I remember from the last time you showed us what an air cleaner is. You showed us from the Demio though how to change it. So now I guess with the Lexus a bit different because I'm even seeing the engine is different.
It's different.
Yeah.
This is what we call a straight 2000 beams engine. It's a 2000 cc engine. 6 different plugs. We use 6 plugs on this one. So it's a bit big. It's a power, it's a consumption, and it's very fast. So this is the one that we're bringing out.
Wow, it's extremely dirty.
Yes. So it collects all the air, same as the Mazda Demio. It has an intake here, air intake here, which goes. But before it goes to the fuel system, the air passes here, traps all the dust, all the particles from the outside, and then now, after some time, you have to change it because it's very dirty. Now, I want you to see this, the difference.
It's a huge difference. Yeah.
So you can see the difference. This is the one you're removing, this is the one you're putting back. See how this is white, clean. After some time, this one, itatani kwe kama hii. This one now will make your car choke. Now the performance of the car will be a bit slow because of the air. It's not clean, it's not passing through well visually. As we're going to put this back, we need to put it here. Once we are done with that, we're going now to check plugs. We're going to check plugs, and then if they are not okay, we're going to change them. Now that is the next step. Now I'll show you the difference between a used-up plug and this one.
So just remind us what exactly a spark plug
It's called a spark plug. Now this is one that is used to ignite the
car
compression
starts.
inside the pistons. Pop! Remove sparks from here, and then the fuel now catches the fire. It's like igniting it. It's called spark plugs. So as you can see, this one has been, it's not that well. It's relatively good, but now we're going to use to change it, because you see the dark part means that the spark itself would not be good enough. So I'll show you the difference between a new one and that one. This is going to enhance your driving experience, because now the car itapata nguvu, now it'll start going to perform very well. See the difference? This is burnt out. You know, there's fire inside there and the pressure, so it's burnt out. So we're going to put a new one. The work of a spark plug now, it's to make sure that ignition and the key, once you crank your car, to start the car, to start the pistons, to start the fuel. You see, the valves spray the piston inside the chambers. Once it sprays the fuel that is there, the spark plug then lights up, then this engine starts working. So that's that, yeah.
So thank you, Kush. At least I can say I've learned what servicing involves, because I always just send my brother, if you're watching, Asante Sana, but I always send him. I normally don't know what happens there. I'm like, I don't know what servicing is. But now I know, and we've gone through the process with Kush, which we started from the oil. We drained out the used oil, like it was really black. So today I've even discovered that oil is normally not black. It's actually sort of goldish, yellowish in color. And then, so we changed that, and then we also checked out the air cleaner. So your air cleaner should not look like that. Kind of look like the oil. It kind of look like the oil as well. Yeah. And also the spark plugs, which also help when you're igniting, when you're starting your car. So at least naanza kuwa msharp kidogo kihusu magari. But yeah, thank you so much, Kush.
Asanteni sana, nafurahia, tunawakaribisha tena na tena. You come back, you see, we learn more about your car, you learn. Spark plugs now, I'll tell you about pricing. Pricing depends on where you are, where you're going, and the kind. Spark plugs you can get from 500 to 12,000.
What's the difference?
The difference now is the
Ni kama Mercedes na Demio yangu.
Ni kama Mercedes na Demio. They are very expensive and very cheap. Cheap is not always good. Don't use cheap in your car.
Cheap is expensive, by the way.
It's expensive. Never compromise on the quality of the spare parts that you put in your car. Because one, kuna hii kitu watu sema, najua mtu anafanyaga vichip. Na niko na best yangu anafanya vichip. My friend, you'll be messed up. A lot of people have seen they've been messed up with that. Go to a proper garage or come to us. Come to Car Plus. We are inside Castle Gardens at Garden Estate off Thika Road. And we are one of the best. We have the best mechanics, we have the best machines, we have everything that is best. And then me and Mugs here, we're going to take you through every week.
Kabisa. Every week we'll be giving you something new,
something different
to do with your car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you have questions, we'll put our numbers down there.
Feel free.
You can call us anytime. We can come where you are actually to help you out.
Yeah. But then if you also want to feature on our show,
Yes.
comment down below and we can come to where you are, and we could also show you how to use your car. And if you also want classes, my lessons, nini, comment down below. Our phone numbers will be there, will be pinned down there, so you can reach out and tukuchanue pia tukuchanue. So until next week, where we get to learn something new. I won't tell you what it is, so mnaweza tune in next week. Tuonane.
Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.